Alex Hormozy talks about this thing about the valley, the different stages about entrepreneurship. There's uninformed optimism, then there is informed pessimism, and then there is the valley of despair. And then after the valley of despair, there is this final step of, I think it's like informed optimism. Your boy is in the valley of despair. Your boy is in the valley of despair. Before we get into it, let me give you a little backstory. What pisses me off is that if this video was like well edited and shit like that, this would probably get like millions of views. But because it's just some guy sitting on his couch, this shit's gonna get like 2 views, if that. That's okay though. Not doing it for the views, but it would be nice. Anyways, that's a victim mentality. So, just for a little update, little life update. So, I've been waking up at 4:55 in the morning, pretty consecutively, almost every week, every day, except for Sundays. So I'm exhausted. I'm tired throughout the majority of the day. I've noticed some weird shifts in my personality, but they're not what's it called? Permanent. They are temporary. It's just a result of the season. So one for example is like, I don't really want to talk to anybody, which is weird because I'm a super talkative person, and I have had like seasons where I am fairly quiet, but I'm very content in just kind of being quiet. And it reminds me of, at the end of the day, there's a season for everything, and that's what I keep reminding myself this last week. There's a season for everything, and right now, the season that I'm in is one that's just, you kind of have to like shut down certain areas and just lock in on what you gotta do. My dreams are right there, and the only thing that's in between me and my dreams is my effort. And so I just gotta put in more effort. And so I feel like I have been doing that. I've been waking up at 4:55 in the morning to wake up early now to do stretches because freaking my sciatic like blew up and bro, what? My sciatic kind of just like blew up a little bit, and I couldn't walk. I went to go lobstering with Jet and Noah, and sciatic blew up. Couldn't freaking walk. Now we're good. So, anyways, stretching, but really more so just to like work, like get work done, wherever I can. So speaking of work, It's been shit, if I'm being honest. It's been shit. The ad was just bringing in a bunch of kids, which is so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. I don't get it, but whatever. But it might be because my content might be too, like the way that it's edited might be too appealing to a younger audience, which I can see that. So, we're trying to cater more to like adults. So right now we're gonna try Busy Dads, see how that works. And yeah, just to see how that works. And then what else? So we tried the new ad for Busy Dads. Not going good. Granted, the ad is kind of boring, but that's okay. We're gonna try a slightly different ad. Well, ideally, try a different ad. I'm about to hop on a call with Donovan Khalil in a few minutes, so we'll see how that goes. But right now, it's just tough because I'm not getting any leads, and then it's like I can't even really work on outbound because it's like the people who like my content are fucking 15. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the amount of time that is spent doing these reach outs is like, it might take me an hour just to find 10 seemingly qualified people. And if you know anything about reach outs, you know that maybe half of those will respond to you. And maybe 5, maybe 3 of those, 2 of those might turn out into a call booked. Now the argument could be made, well, but if you land those 2 calls, then it would be totally worth it. And I agree with you, and that is true. There's no excuse. I don't necessarily feel discouraged. I don't feel discouraged. I just feel like, oh my gosh, like agitated, but I'm not discouraged. It's just gonna feel real nice when this whole thing works out. And I say that and I think to myself, well, what is it gonna look like when it does work out? What does it working out look like? Because sometimes I fear that I'm always gonna have to work this hard in order to just make a sale. And that I'm always gonna need the help of other people in order to get to where I need to be. And I think those two statements could be true, but in a different way. So what I mean is, like, you're always gonna have to work hard. Like, hard work is always gonna be there. You're always gonna have to work hard. It's just part of the deal, right? But how you work hard might look different, right? You know, working hard might be like, hey man, we're making $15K a month, right? That's the easy part, but you're working hard on something else. But the flow of you working hard might be different because you've learned different systems, because you've grown a lot. You know what I mean? In your art, you know what I mean? It might be different. The same thing with fitness, right? It's like, I don't need to work as hard as I used to in order to be in shape, because I am in shape, right? I still work hard because there's other goals that I'm chasing. But in terms of, like, point is, I definitely don't need to work as hard as I did back then, right? In order to achieve what I now have. So I think it's going to be the same thing. And then the other thing that I said, which was, fuck, come on, man. The other thing that I said, which was, I think I said what it's like to, or like, what is it going to be like when I make it, or what does that even look like? I don't know, but I know I'm going to know when it's there. But yeah, I think, like, the whole waking up early thing, like, I'm at this weird, like, little season. Again, it's a season. You know, I'm trying to stay very, on the path. Don't let my mind wander into other stupid things that aren't true, you know? What I mean by that is, like, I've been very quiet. Not only have I been very quiet, but it's like, I don't really want to talk to people. Like, I don't really want to talk to anybody. The few people that I do want to talk to is my wife. Like, I actually enjoy, like, that sounds so messed up. I really enjoy spending time with Mia. Like, I kind of just want to, like, I just want her to be near me. I just want her next to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't even feel like talking. I just kind of want her with me. I want her to be with me. You know what I mean? And just to chat. Like, she's the only person I kind of really feel like talking to. It's her and my, like, closest best friends. Those are the people that I want near me. I don't even necessarily feel like interacting all that much. I just kind of want them near me. But other people, like colleagues and, like, anybody else, I don't really feel like talking. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I kind of don't even want to look at you in the eyes. I don't know why. I've noticed that, like, I've been having an extra hard time looking at people in the eyes. It's so weird. I don't know why. Very, very strange. But, and so when I see myself do that, I think to myself, like, what if, like that little irrational thought in the back of my head of like, well, what if you lose a piece of what makes you you, right? Like the chamaco. What if you lose a piece of that? And to pair that, there is this other thought that I have of like, as I've gotten older, I've noticed there are certain things. As I've gotten older, and as I see kids like my brother, or maybe kids even younger than that, or even kids slightly older than him but still younger than me, I still see these like little things in what they say and what they want to do, and I'm like, oh shit, I used to want to do that. I believe that. I used to believe that. Things like that, right? And certain things that I see within myself that have changed, and I think like, man, that's different, and you didn't think you would be that way. And there's nothing really dramatic, like nothing crazy, like little things like. I mean, this one I've known for like a couple of years now, but like, back when this whole thing started, like chamaco, me wanting to live financially free, location independent, like when that whole thing started, when I realized I wanted to make videos, all this stuff, when that happened, I remember, the fuel to that flame was, I want to travel the world. I want to have amazing stories. I want to travel the world. I want to stay in one place for a few months, a year if I want, and then go somewhere else, and I just want to be all over the place. I want to ser un vagabundo. Like that was the dream, right? That was what fueled it. But as I learned and I continued on that path, I realized, oh shit, wait a second. The big picture isn't just about traveling. Like, what value are you giving? You know what I mean? What's the point of that? Now, I'm not saying that I don't want to go travel the world. Like, hell yeah, that's still one of the reasons why I'm pursuing what I'm pursuing. That's definitely one of the reasons. But it's not the reason anymore. The reason now, I think, is more valuable than just the I want to go travel the world. It's, I want to create something valuable. There's something in me that I feel is unique. There's something in me that I feel like I need to share with the world. There's something in me that I need to let out, and I need to show, and I need to create, that I need to bring to life. I need to do that. I feel like that's my calling in my life. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I feel like God put me on here to do that. I cannot live a normal life. I cannot work a normal job. I cannot do that. That's not what I'm going to do. That's not what I was made here to do. I was not made here to come here to work a job, come home, have my wife, raise some kids, and that's it. I want to do that. That's a part of what I want to do. But that's not my North Star. You know what I mean? Granted, I want kids, and I love my wife. I love being with Mia. And I can't wait to have kids with her one day. I can't wait to be a dad. I can't wait to be an amazing father. And I pray every day that I'm a great husband. So that's me. That is who I am. I am a husband, and one day I'll be a father. But that husband and that father is chasing a North Star, and he's going to take his wife and his kids with him. You understand what I'm saying? It's not, I'm going to give some of my attention here, but I'm also going to give a little bit of attention to my husband and my husband. I'm going to give a little bit of attention to, my wife and kids. No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying that is who I am. That's my identity, and I do these things. So anyways, yeah, I'm just not made for that. That's not what I'm made here to do. Imagine I died right now. That's what I'm here to do. So bring to life, and I really do believe it's chamaco. Bringing to life this chamaco stuff. And I kind of forgot what the original point of this tangent was, or how it started. I knew I was going to lose track once I started talking about it. But anyways, I just the more input I do. Seasons, that's what it was. Losing myself, that's what it was. I know that I have to do what I have to do, and so right now it's this season, and like, of course, I'm afraid of like losing who I am because I have to say no to certain things, and I'm reacting in certain ways that I didn't think I would have reacted in the past. But that's okay though; it's part of growing up. And I think, and you know what's funny is I knew that these things were gonna happen when I was younger. I just didn't know what it would look like. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I knew I was gonna get married, right? Like, I knew the wedding was coming. We knew the details. We knew the area. We knew who was gonna be there. We knew like the details of it, right? More or less. But I didn't know what it was gonna be like, right? I didn't know what it would be like. I didn't know what it was actually gonna look like. I couldn't go into the future and see what it was, right? So, um, growing up is kind of like that. I knew that this thing was gonna happen. I knew I would think differently, and maybe certain beliefs that I had would change. That I had would change. I just didn't know what it would look like. And so now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh shit, this is what it looks like. And yeah. I gotta go because Donovan and I are about to call. Let me talk to you after.